Alright, so I'm going to today I'm going to go ahead and head out to the cold region and collect some polymer from the penguins. And see, I got my mouse chops. I don't think I need the bird. Oh, should get a terrain now. Okay, we'll take this one. Yeah. Alright, so gonna go ahead and do that. Just cooking up some food for the trough real quick before I head out. Okay, so I'm getting ready to head out, and I'm gonna take this snail with me because the snail I'm gonna use to carry the polymer. Um, the snails, they can carry it at a reduced weight. As you can see, a stack would cost 5 of my weight, and it's only point 0.1 or 0.5 for them. So we're gonna take the snail. The snail's gonna carry the polymer for us, and I'm gonna increase its weight so while we're out here, it can carry a lot more. And don't even have to cryo it because I'm just going to pick it up like this, and then, we're just going to fly over there. And we are ready to go. Just disabled the wandering stuff. Okay. Well, we've made it to the icebergs. Gonna go ahead and start killing off some of these penguins. And filling up the snail. Cool. Nice. Okay, so the thing that I am discovering is that unfortunately, since there are people. Oh my god, this game. Why? Why is the lag? Okay. Since there are people that have like built structures on this on these icebergs, the penguins aren't really spawning. The people are kind of cutting off the penguin spawns with their structures. Like I just came over to the big iceberg. Like this is the one where like all the penguins spawn, and there's literally one penguin here. So yeah, we're not having a lot of luck with this. Thanks to, the people on the public server. Always super nice to have, you know, annoying folks to play with. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out something else for polymer. Maybe we'll just have to collect a bunch of obsidian and like craft some polymer because collecting this organic polymer is not going to work. It's just not going to work because these people have pretty much blocked off all of the penguin spawn areas. So yeah, I don't know how that benefits anybody, but apparently it benefits them. Alright, so in the end, we ended up getting 230 polymer. Like, that is so not what I was expecting coming out here, man. I was really expecting to get a lot more, and that's just because Um, I mean, I kind of forgot that these people had these places kind of blocked off already. But I mean, seriously, like on a public server, you'd think that people would like not cut off like important resources because like even if you're like trying to be a troll and you're like cutting off the resources or you think you're like cutting off the resources so everybody else can't use them, it's like you're still cutting them off for yourself as well, which is very stupid. So I don't understand like the logic behind the way these people play on these official servers. This is why I've never played official before, just because of things like this. There's like absolutely no regulations for anything like this. Ark is a game that's been out for over a decade now, and these issues have been here since the beginning. Um, and I only know that because I mean I've watched tons and tons of videos of the game before I actually started playing it, and then like even now as I'm playing, I still watch hours of other people's content because I want to like improve in my own gameplay. So I watch how other people play. But yeah, this has been a thing for forever, and I hate that the devs don't even like try to put out rules or regulations on this type of stuff. It's just like, whatever. I mean, it almost kind of even though it's PVE, it kind of feels like PvP because it's like you still have to like go versus these other online players for like resources or like for even space to build in the game. Like how we have that one person who's just literally moved right underneath us, like, and start putting pillars all over our place. Like, bro, you can build wherever you want without like trying to cut off the rest of the area for somebody else to build. Like, that's very annoying. So now if I want to expand in a certain way, like, I kind of can't because, this guy is like already like cutting off the land with his pillars and stuff. Like, super annoying. I'm not gonna move either because like I was there first and nobody else was there. I made my claim to the land. Like, you can move in next to me, that's fine, but like placing pillars everywhere, like that's just so unnecessary and stupid. Um, but that is how people play the game. That's how they play unofficial, and I'm just not a fan of it, bro. So I've always played unofficial because it's just better. The people who host the unofficial servers, they'll set rules, they'll tell you what you can and can't do. And for the most part, they usually never allow people to do that kind of stuff. So it's a lot less annoying to play on unofficial. Um, you know, Compared to this is just a nightmare. Just a little rant. Anyway, heading back to base. I don't know what I'm gonna do about well, there's nothing we can do about organic polymer. We'll just have to get a lot of obsidian. We'll just have to go for some obsidian. Alright, got a random red supply drop here. Checking it out, checking it out. Oh, we got a lot of ammo out of that. That's nice. I don't know if we have this bullet blueprint already. We'll have to check back at base. But I do appreciate that ammo. Very good. We've got a gold one coming right back down at our base. So that is awesome. The game not loading my structures in. Blow saddle. I mean, we surely do get a lot of these. Like, geez, man. If taming diplos weren't such a annoying process, I'd probably actually tame a few. Because, I mean, we have so many ascendant diplo saddles. Or just, like, good diplo saddles. Even, I don't know if they're all ascendant. Well, yeah, look at that. It's 1, 2, 3. Now we just got a fourth one. 2 Mastercraft. Look at all these Diplo saddles, bro. It's crazy. Crazy. What's this? Diver. Okay. I need to tame some of these creatures. These ascendant saddles are just going to waste. Definitely need a baryonyx. Okay, so I was preparing to go out for the obsidian, but then I was just like, I really kind of don't have much time for that right now because I mean I gotta get ready for work soon. But I'm just gonna start breaking down some structures for the polymer. I've got quite a few structures that'll give me some polymer, so I'm gonna break these down. Um, Not the tree platform. I'm never gonna break that one down because like that's way too important. Um, you don't even get polymer from that anyway. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna break down a bunch of this stuff. I really hate to break down the metal behemoth gates, but or gateways, but I only have one gate anyway, so I feel like it really doesn't matter. I wanted to put these to use, like in the future, just hang on to them till I need them, but I don't know when that'll be. And as of right now, I need the polymer, so I'm just gonna break this stuff down. Probably gonna break down all of this actually, um, and see how much we get from that. As well as I've got like some riot gear that I can break down for organic polymer in the grinder. So we're gonna do that as well. But we're just gonna see how much we can get from these structures. That was 125. Can we disable the snapping, please? I'm trying to. Oof. Seems like I can't. Oh, there we go. Wait. Boom. All right. It's terrible to have to break down these structures, but it is what it is. Dude, we're gonna need so much polymer. Look at that. I mean, where are we at right now? Structures. Oh wait, it would be in vehicles. We're at 425 out of 1200. Oh my god, I weigh over 3,000 pounds now. Let's place this thing. I'm pretty sure you get polymer from this. I've never used one of these before in the game, so 25. That was so not worth it. I probably should hang on to that one. Oh well. Let's see. Can we get this like placed somewhere in front of me so I can like break it down without moving? Because I can't move. Maybe. I don't know what this thing is doing though. Let me see. Going to orbital. Seems like there's no way I can place this. Oh wait, there was something right there. I'm not sure what that was. Okay, apparently it could be. That's not helpful. I need it to be somewhere close to me so I can break it. No. What was that? Let's check this. Ah, no, it's still too far over. Oh, I think I just saw it. Okay, got it placed. Let's see how much we get from one gateway. 70. God dang it. This is gonna be tough, man. Can I reach that vault? No, okay. Only 70 polymer from that. It's kind of disappointing. I was expecting so much more. Anyway, let's just see what we get in total. I mean, at least after doing all this, we'll be a lot closer to where we need to be. Even if we don't hit the number exactly. I'm so glad I got me those penguins when I did, though. Like, because being able to raise penguins here at base, since We obviously will never be able to go out and kill any wild ones for polymer. It is a great bonus. And I still just can't believe people will just ruin the game in such a massive way. Oh, we didn't even get any from that gate. That's crazy. I did not. I thought we would get some from the gate. We only got it from the gateway. We're at now, after demolishing all of the structures that we had. I've still got some stuff I need to grind up as well. We're at 800, bro. We still need 400 polymer. Okay, well, we have 200. We have like over 200 on the snail. If none of it started to spoil yet. So we have that. What else? What else? What else? Let me put my ammo and stuff away. Okay, so we have the organic polymer that's on the snail. And we have some armor pieces in here that we can break down. Like these riot. I'm gonna try and break down one of these riot pieces and see how much we get. I'm not gonna break them all because I don't think we'll need all of them. Okay, we had 310 on the snail. $310 on the snail, which puts us at 1110. Okay, we literally need like 90 more polymers, so probably don't even need to break down this like super good chest piece. I think I'm just gonna break down like a regular one and see what we get. I'll take like this and maybe this and see what we get from that. I don't want to like overdo it because then we'll just have more polymer just sitting there like going to waste because I'm probably not going to use all of it. Okay, that was 20. We're probably going to have to break down that really good one. 67. There, we got another one right here. Okay, this will give us enough for sure. $92. All right, so we've got it. Got everything we need. Now, finally, we can go ahead and craft the survivor mate. Oh my god, we just had to go through so much to make this. And I'm gonna need more black pearls because, dang, it's taking a long time to craft too. I'm gonna need more black pearls because if this thing works out like it should, I'm gonna craft more of these so I can have them help me out with a lot of stuff around the base. Now, my issue with this survivor mate bot is that when I tried using them on unofficial, they really didn't work for me. They're supposed to like do tasks for you that you assign them to do, but it would just get stuck on everything and like it would just not even do its job. Like it would just sit there and do nothing. It would just stand there. Like every time I would load into the game, it would just stand there. It wasn't doing anything. I had it assigned to like a lot of tasks and it would just stand there and do nothing. It would literally just stand there like this and not do anything. And so it was a waste of resources, if you ask me. Big waste of time. And as well as they released like so many patches for this robot, and it's still, every time I logged in, would just be standing here just like this, like not doing anything. So I was just like, bro, this thing is useless. So I ended up like grinding them back up and like collecting my resources or some of the resources back because you don't get everything back. But yeah, I ended up having to do that because it just was not working. So I'm really hoping that's not the case this time. Hopefully on this official server it'll do better. I'm not really sure, but I am hopeful. But basically I'm just going to assign this thing some tasks to do. So I'm going to show you how you assign them some tasks, and we're going to let them go do it. Let's see. What do I want him to do? I guess for right now, I'll have him. Here's what we can do. We can assign him to take jerky. Yeah. So we can do this. We can put. Honestly, I kind of forgot how to do this. I think you go here. You enable automated withdrawal, so he can withdraw things from the preserving bin. If you have the butler, you have to enable the automated withdrawal so that he's allowed access to the structure. If he's not allowed access to the structure, he won't do anything. And so I'm going to do that on all of these. And basically you do this just by clicking the little robot icon in the corner, obviously, so that he's allowed to go into there. I'm going to do this on the grills as well, because I am going to want him to access these grills. And then we're going to test him out and see if he works. I'm not going to have him do too much today because I do have to leave soon. But hopefully he'll be able to complete some tasks for us when we get back. I don't need him to withdraw anything from the troughs, I don't think. But what I want him to do is... You know what? I'll give him access to this refrigerator as well. Refrigerator. I'm going to take one of these eggs. And this refrigerator too, in case I ever have any eggs over here that I want him to collect. What else? We got a lot going on over here. Gonna leave all those in there, but I'm gonna take one. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's take some cooked meat because we need a piece of that. We need a piece of prime meat too if we have it. Here we go. Some prime meat jerky. And regular jerky. Do I have oil? Let's just take some oil here. We don't need that much. Let's just take one. And one piece of spark powder. So having all these things in your inventory is important. This is just him going into sleep mode. He does this when you don't have him doing anything for a while. They just will go into sleep mode. So I'm going to... first I'm going to have him follow me to like here. Yeah. Where do I want to set him up at? I think I'm going to set him up like right here. Yeah, I like this spot. Why'd you move? I just had you standing exactly where I wanted. Oh my god, he's a dumbass. Please, come back this way. Okay, it's already just not following orders. Super annoying. Okay, great. Now I'm going to, we're going to make him stop right here. Stop right there. Okay, and now we're going to set him up. This is where he's going to be set up at. So I'm going to do this, put that in his inventory. I'm going to put all these things in his inventory. And what we're going to do is you click L, or you click R3 on it. You put add as input on each of these items. Now what that does is it allows him to collect these items. No matter what structure they're in, he will be able to grab these items from wherever they are. He can only grab items out of structures. He cannot grab items out of the inventories of creatures. So you have to make sure if you want him to do these jobs or, mess with these assigned items that you give him, you have to put them in a structure. So I just assigned him to be able to access all of these items, and I'm going to show him what I want him to do with them. And the way you do that is by simply doing this. You're going to go up to the industrial preserving bin, and you're going to, let's see, put this here, and I don't think we have to do anything here actually. We've assigned this to him already, so he's going to withdraw it. What we have to do here is we do have to put inputs for meat. So I'm going to put this, add as input. How many stacks do you want to have in here? We can do like 15, whatever. That's fine. So I just assigned 15 stacks of cooked prime meat to this industrial preserving bin specifically, and I'm going to do a similar thing with the raw cooked meat. Raw cooked meat can't be raw and cooked. With the cooked meat, so I'm going to go ahead and put like, I don't know, like 30 stacks for this. We're gonna do double. So we want a lot of cooked meat in here, a lot of cooked meat in here, a lot of cooked prime meat in here. So basically, what's going to happen is he's going to, anytime there's cooked meat from these grills, he's going to grab it from the grills because we've given him access to the grills by clicking the automatic withdrawal button. So anytime we put meat in here, he's going to take it from the grill and put it in here. He's only going to put up to 15 stacks of cooked prime meat in this one because that's what I assigned. And he's only going to put up to 30 stacks of cooked meat in this one, in this industrial preserving bin, because that's what I assigned. Oh, I have to give him access to these vaults because this is where I'm going to keep the oil and stuff. Enable automated withdrawal. And he's going to withdraw oil from here. And I'm going to enable automatic withdrawal here because whenever I make spark powder, he's going to come over here and collect it. And let's see what else. I'm going to give him access to the light resource vaults because I'm going to have spark powder in here whenever we make it, of course. And I should give him this as well. Flint. Nah, I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that one. I'll make my own spark powder. It's fine. So he's got access to this. I'm going to give him access to this vault. And then I'm going to give him access to this vault over here because I do keep light resources in this one as well now, because those other two vaults have filled up pretty quickly. So he's got access to all three of our light resource vaults. He's got access to the heavy resource vault. And I'm giving him access to these resources because I want him to collect oil from the heavy resource vaults. And anytime I put a spark powder in the light resource vaults, I'm going to want him to collect that. And what we're going to do is come over here back to the industrial preserving bin, and I'm going to set spark powder as another thing that he puts in this bin. Add his input stacks. We're going to put like say if we keep like 6 oil in here, we'd need, let me add all this up to make sure I'm not having him like try and overfill the industrial preserving bin. So we got 15 stacks of prime meat, 30 stacks of cooked meat. If we did 6 stacks of oil, we'd be at 51, plus 18 because the spark powder. Okay, perfect. We're good there. Okay. All right, so this is going to be perfect. I'm just going to have him do the spark powder. We're going to put 18. So I want him to, whenever he fills any spark powder in here, put up to 18 stacks of spark powder. And same with the oil. Going to put an input for that. This one's just going to be 6. So boom, this is everything that he's going to put in the industrial preserving bin. I hope you guys are able to follow this and it's not like too confusing. But basically, I'm going to set up all of these bins just like I just set up that one. And then we're going to let them go to work. I'm probably not going to be able to show all of this today, of course, because, I mean, I don't have time, but I am showing you how to set it up at least. Why is it not allowed? Oh, there we go. 15. Okay, so now that we've pretty much set the things up that we want him to do, I'm going to take a few pieces of jerky, and I'm going to set them on the trough. I didn't need to. Okay, anyway. Stacks, we'll just do like 30 of these. Okay, so basically, now that we've got that set up, he's gonna put jerky in this preserving, Jesus Christ. He's gonna put jerky in this feeding trough. He's also gonna put, all the cooked meats in the industrial preserving bins. He's gonna remove them from the grill. We don't have to set anything to the grill because, I mean, we're not gonna be having him put anything in the grill. Maybe. I mean, we'll set that up later, maybe. But basically, after we've done all the setup, we're just going to turn him into butler mode. Now, once he goes into butler mode, he's going to start doing all the tasks that we've assigned him to do. So let's watch. So for right now, there's nothing in the grills. So what he should do is pull jerky from the preserving bins and put them in the feeding trough. That's what he should be doing. Somehow he's pulling jerky from the industrial preserving bins from behind the wall. That is some crazy access. So I think he just took jerky out of there. He did. And now he's going to put it in the preserving bin. In the feeding trough. Oh, brother, look at him go. Are you kidding me? It's literally right above your head. Like, come on. Okay. I thought I made this easier for him, but dude, obviously not. We're gonna have to tweak this a little bit. Okay. let's just summon him back. Don't. Why are you following me, bro? Just be still. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to place the troughs somewhere else, like maybe just on the floor. But I really don't want to do that because, I mean, this guy is just really stupid. I don't know, man. I don't know how this is gonna work. I thought I made it easy for him, but now it seems like it's not. So I'm just confused on what to do. I don't know. Maybe we can set the trough like right next to. I feel like it still doesn't matter. I'll have to figure this out some other time. But anyway, we have the bot. We'll figure this out. Just not right now. Okay, alright. Check it out, guys. Our Rhinognatha has reached adulthood. Woo-woo. Alright, so anyway, raising this thing probably took about 4 days, maybe 3, maybe 4. It might have been 4. I honestly don't know. Anyway, we've been out of commission as far as like being back in the sky for days, man. And now we're finally able to get back to the air, which is awesome. Don't know what I'm gonna level this in just yet. Probably gonna at least get its stamina to about 1,000, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm expanding this area here, as you can see, because I'm going to move the feeding troughs down to the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna move the feeding troughs down to the floor. So I'm kind of just expanding this. I mean, it's kind of ugly right now because like I just basically like took off this whole wall that was right here and like built a wall up right here. Haven't really closed it off, and then even if I do close it off, it's like, what am I gonna do now with all that extra space that's like up there? You know, because now I'm just like creating a whole new area that's like up here. But like, what am I even gonna do with that? No idea. No idea at all. But anyway, I don't know. I might leave this open or something. Just so like if I have creatures, that's actually a very good idea. I think I'm gonna leave this area kind of open because like when I go on a meat run, I can bring the Giga to like right here and just unload everything on the grills, and then the survivor mate would hopefully do the rest, if we get this all set up properly. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on that. Okay, so this is sort of how I've started to put things together. I've got all these grills on the wall here. I'm gonna make 2 more grills to go above these 2, so we'll have a total of 6 grills and 6 industrial preserving bins. I don't know. Maybe we'll end up doing like 2 more industrial preserving bins, honestly. But yeah, this is how it is so far. And I've got the cooking pot here, of course. Feeding troughs I've placed in the floor, kind of like on the actual ground. And the way I did this was just remove the foundations. I removed 2 foundations, and I put like some quarter foundations on the side because it was just such a huge gap right here. And I placed some fence foundations like on the floor because they will like they like make the grass disappear. So yeah, you don't have all that grass, just because if you don't, then you just have grass like sitting through your feeding trough like this, which is Very annoying. But I wanted my survivor mate to be able to access the feeding troughs without the feeding troughs being in the walkway. So I put them in the on the ground. So boom, like that. And radio. Now I'm going to go ahead and start setting everything up how I want it on the survivor mate, just like I was showing before. And then I'll come back and show you how he operates. Okay, so I believe I have set up all of the commands that I want him to do. So I'm gonna have him go ahead and get started, and hopefully he starts to operate properly. First, I'm gonna have him follow me to a spot that I want him to remain in. Make sure he's on ignore group whistles. I don't want him to follow any commands. Follow. He'll be set up right here. And let's enable the butler mode. Check his inventory. He still has access to all the things I wanted him to have. Okay, so now it should work. You know, fingers crossed. It is arc still. Okay, so already I'm noticing an issue. He's not doing anything. He's just standing there. My God, man. Oh, alright. Okay. Maybe it was... Okay, looks like he might be taking some jerky out of the top industrial preserving bin. And he should walk over and place it in the feeding trough. Or not. What the hell is he doing? Why is he putting stuff in here? He's putting oil in here. He took oil from that one and placed it in this one. That makes no sense. Well, okay, never mind. I have it set to where only 6 stacks of oil should be in each preserving bin and 18 stacks of spark powder. So I guess he's trying to like sort everything out, because I did have more than 6 stacks of oil in this preserving bin. So I think he's like taking the extras from there and placing it around in the other ones. Why did he put me in here? Did I put that in there? No way. No. Oh, you know what? I think I meant to put this on the grill. Whoops. I thought I put that in the grill and I placed it in the freaking industrial preserving bin. Okay, so he's like organizing the oil and spark powder right now, which I guess is fine. But I really kind of wanted him to just start putting food in the feeding trough. But I guess he'll. We gotta go ahead and put some food in there. Those baby carches are gonna starve if we don't. Okay, they're alright. Let's see. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. Looks like the vaults being above his head are an issue. Wait. What did he just do? He took some oil out of this vault. I didn't have much in here because I haven't placed much in here yet. He took the oil that I had out of here. He's taking it to the preserving bin. Okay. Cool. So he seems to be working out. He's not doing like exactly what I wanted him like right away. I wanted him to fill the feeding troughs first, but I guess he will do everything in his own order. But he is working, so that's good to see. Um, Still a little buggy because he just like stands around sometimes for a few seconds, as you've seen. Like he was just standing under the vault for a few seconds for no reason. And when we first started him up, he was just standing here. Like he just did something at the preserving bin, but now he's just standing there. Okay, now he's moving again. He's supposed to be putting food in the trough, and he's just running in circles around the trough. Oh my god. Okay, so we might have to bring these back up to floor level because it looks like this just isn't working. Like I had the troughs above his head at first, and he was doing the same thing. So I put them down below, and now he's doing the same thing again. So I guess they just need to be on floor level. Um, so I'm gonna bring them back over here. Okay, just hang out right there for a second. I'm gonna pick these back up, put them back to the floor level. But I mean, it's got little minor issues, minor little bugs, but I guess it works. I mean, it is doing what I assigned it to do. It's just, it's not very good at it. But still, I mean, you got to give him a chance, I guess. We'll give him a chance. We'll see for a few days or something and, see how well he does. If it starts to bother me too much, then I'll just get rid of him. And we'll just go back to doing everything ourselves, even though that's super annoying and tedious, time consuming. But it is what it is. So I'm going to fix this and put him back to work. Let him take care of things. And this is where I'll end the video. So thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed, you better be.